novana chiviri komatambo edu ombo ati nomwe mwe okuyogiara oba kuna ika yoga munyalo ka mundu ngama uheuri kinguyene no kuteka manuku yarita chinena minabyo bibi yashitire atuhetu abo kwa shida no kupora nabyo bibi bifashije opera owe ngori yanjera kushamo menalo mundu walo kuhina kudara kushama kutara kushina shomo kutara mwene no kuyaja kuyanjera owe sacrifice kusha mundu walo meno kudara kushore owe pashine akobila jina kujipoka mwana mimeka onja ndio yaje nao kaita kumuna ayo mai nyunga usha muda hili nao mai plate. Having said that, put your baby. The Himba advocate. Bana kami udah 1 kilometer, hamai panda, aku yang betul dia dah berapa nama, oh di kana aku nama dia. Yeah, Queenie broke all the headlines in the past few weeks on the internet. With the entire Queenie Muda for the past 2 weeks, is it because of the tassel that you had? Because you've been wearing that dress at all the cultural festivals. You have been. So it's the tassel that makes the difference. The lower thing that makes the difference. Quindi wala ko sibe wala mo to mani wala ni jiro de yo ngi ko do na hebi to ndo aji no ka sibe wala bigere wa mani no ya ba jiri ba dan
yeah thank you so much for the platform. Mtu bilimna wale na wakime kwenye service imba na mbena. Wewe ndo mtu mtena kwa tina bwana wewe hapo. Mpango ya njona o penela hii amba atatizo hizo wako yuwa. Mambo yao hawali. Unakwenda tangana na mambo yao hawali. Baada kupo wapi ubitwaliro bangu Queenie kathirwa. Queenie na rogwe wao ndatubuka mutumbo ikandiro. Wapi twaliro bangu. Kathirwa. Twaliro bangu. Omukendu chakupwa abangana je benyere kupu. Komanda murumetu anachibatariro obangu obakwa. Chiparo murumetu ruku. Both na pia ngoro kupobeni. That's basically what it means. Imbo benyere kupu akaja tunangwa twaliro bangu. Yes, my task is very simple. What's called to come share my law journey. If it wasn't for that, I think I would still be back home. I started my grade 1 at Bethel, Bethel in Primary School. And the program for the government to go scholar to go do my high school there and then proceed to university. What came about? Why the thought of being a lawyer? When did it come about? Like any other child, am I lying? Grade 1 to 5 here, you just want to be a doctor because, but usually a doctor. But when you're a doctor, grade 1, I'm look for 5, and your science, you know. When you start realizing the subjects you're good at, you start realizing what you're also good at as a person. Grade 6, I started thinking differently. I just wanted to be a lawyer. Not because I knew what it was, but just because my cousins were lawyers. So that's what I knew. So I wanted to be a lawyer because they were lawyers. Atukara grade 6, grade 7, ambono hakatimu tuanda utokumuna wakakereka kanya katimu that. Yes. So I'm primary school. I went to now hahende. Atuka onja na mimi ya mo grade 10 na hama no improve kali hapo. Is it really law that I want to do, or is it just because? Because first it was because of the two people that inspired me. Now that I'm here, and also at the time I thought people who choose. I think it's still the same. You have to choose your subjects from grade 10 to 11. Yes, so I had to make a decision as to what it is exactly that I wanted. I decided to job shadow the two people that inspired me again. Job shadow to work for free. Poku murojari kukogwa mukukonyita kuzuwa yangali no o ina mibia ngungura po ile oya bakotita mwana o bibi bali pu ipo I got bibi bali pu meteka meneko. And then I realized that I really love the profession and I love the environment, the setup, and all of those things. And that's how I fell in love with the profession. Fast forward, grade 11 came. Grade 11, I need to apply. Is it 11 or 12? 12 at the beginning. Second semester results. They came out. I told my mom I wanted to be a lawyer. I told my father I wanted to be a lawyer. My dad was not impressed because he just thought I was too smart to do law. Engineering. My mom on the other side, who really has no. My parents are they're soldiers. So my dad always thought an engineer was somebody big. It was a big profession, and that's what he wanted his child to be. And my mom thought I should just go do accounting, because just go do it. I had no second option. I wanted to do law or nothing. I told my mom I want to do law or nothing. I told my dad it's law or nothing. I didn't fill out the application. I don't understand why I was being forced to do it, but to have a second option, I was supposed to have a second option. Should you not get in the other side? Everybody application mega anja munjiro kotoka mba udio kenda kwa nasta nenyo veni na kwa kwili katiti mungu ipo pedo no mani. Amejime brand application nanji no ka 300 tamu to kafuta kwa poli tekanga. Emune ya poli nene neka ngona. Like there's nothing I want to go do there. Yeah, po veni la kenda kwa nasta peno there's a bridge. Peno ndo pandike himbona. Nyo mabere himba tora huko. Okumba mondoba karando eskrima la toka skipo kape kenda kwa ngata. Amada no ikapura na wanja ya mbanje. Oh, okay. Iko ndio ni sawa. Na stajaria kaya kotora. Na stajaria kaya kotora. Yunama akaya kotora. Katuno ngwe kwa nasta jipre na mera amade ya uri. Iya amade ya uri. O ningandu o yuna maitegere aijipendira mdevanga no. Munedira ndimevanga era bwana nekandikuza vina manjika pula wahenda ombe mulera uhuru for 7-6 years to hahende mbiri, but this is what I want to go do. Ngatunjwa nasta yango nasta kumbe na kinda because there's nothing I want to do, and I always believed in if you're doing something you love, you do it passionately. You do it wholeheartedly. In the minimum of I was calling, if you don't like mathematics, you don't even put in the effort. You can't sit for longer, you just want to pass. That's all you aim to do. Yes, so I got into UNAM. I told my parents the UNAM situation, and my mom was like, Maria, now I'm like, my dad was just like, I am not going to pay you. He not put over head. Unless you go apply for engineering and to wear a guru, I'm not paying for that. Fine. NS5, I had to apply for NS5, because I also had to top up my hospital fees at the same time. And I keep telling people that your opportunities do not come to you. You go looking for opportunities, unfortunately. You can sit all you want. You must go and search for it. And that's what I did. I spent a week looking for bursaries and scholarships, and I got one from GP Garway Trust Fund. So they funded my study throughout law school. And you know, the worst thing is, even through the journey, because both my parents, apart from them not wanting me to study what I wanted to study, Kavado was called, Kavan was called Yojito. And then you Kupura Kujawa Pata, Overlavi Wapo Brain, Gungumofu, Uriohanga Mutu. Sila Kapitan Dano Mutu somewhere, somehow. Unogana Kino Gungu now. So it was never a thing of, they would ask, Wapana, was it like, oh, he or Fagazi, Moigonganda, what did you Gonganda for talk? That was the procedure. And I think the one secret that I keep telling people is, someone once told me when I got to university, Kurabi, you need to brand yourself in such a way that you're an asset to whatever organization you form part of. You need to make yourself valuable enough for someone to even keep you somewhere. I understand. So when I got to the University of Namibia, I was not the loudest of people. I was not the most talkative person either. I was really just a bookworm. And that was why I had a big bag and I always had my big files, and I never really spoke to anybody. Break time, I took no praise and worship on camera. I took a praise and worship. School APT Bible Library. That was my routine. However, university is different. University gives you a different game plan. I had to restructure my life. My friends came about as well. And luckily, and I keep thanking God that, luckily, in terms of finding friends, from the jump start, I got the right friends. I didn't know they were the right people, however, they happened to be the right people till today. So what happened when I got to the university is someone pushed me to become class captain, for my second year. And so I was forced to talk to other people now. I was forced to interact with other people. I was forced to share ideas with other people. So maybe there's something here. I got in and I was SRC for Community Development and Gender Affairs in 2022. And that portfolio particularly was one that required me to work with minority groups, which is the disadvantaged people, disability unit, the marginalized people. So those are the people that I represented. And you know, when you are there and people have seen you that you've made it, and I'm doing everybody from a poor, one story for registration, actually, then there was the routine. Even if Wairuka, Kopendu Kire, Unonjara, they'll still send somebody and say, Munuma to Pita School of Medicine. Now I'm watching TV. Oh, the Kama, Boha, Lena, going to apply, going to interview. And that was just, whether you liked it or not, you became a servant of the people. And that's a character I didn't have because I just wanted to do me, just do my things. So that's the one thing that university taught me. And that's how the name, the Himba Advocate, also came about. Because so I still had to stand up for those people and still stand in for them, whether I liked it or not. They just knew and they believed in me so much. It's like you're a god. You can make things happen. So you really had no choice to say, you had no choice because, again, there were people that sent me to the university. And when I got to university, I just did not get in through by myself. Other people helped me to even get into the hostel, for example. So you always think back and you look back and you know that people helped me. Why not help other people? Because I was helped as well. I didn't get there by myself. I was not born a lawyer. I was not born with Ombako. So I think it's the one thing that taught me how to just be there for people and stand up for people. And that's how the name the Himba Advocate came about. So they always knew their God was there. Come 2023, even when I was at SRC, they will still call and say, don't never believe it. All other times. So fast forward, I came into my final year, which was last year. I started participating in events, I started interacting with people. I joined the Lisha Career Fair, for example. You know, we go around taking education to the people. I joined the Okandjira Fair. If there are any people that even remember me from that event, last year as well. And it was a good year for me. Last year was a good year, and I was thriving and I was doing well. 30 September 2023, I lost my dad. Yes, I lost my dad, and that was a week before my final exams. 30 September was on a Sunday. The week after, let's say next week, I was going to write my first examination. My first final exams. So that on its own was, I was just out. However, and maybe this is where people like Valencia should still come in, because I always say I don't think I believe it still, you know, because there are times I'll just sit down and I'm like, because I even went to the mortuary to see it for myself, and I stood there and I looked at my dad and I'm like, what is it? Like, why are you sleeping, brother? What is wrong with you? You know? But even that taught me, because I always had to think differently. I had to tell myself, should he have been here? Even though he didn't want me to study law, I'm sure he still wanted to see me somewhere. So I just had to suck it up. I don't think I gave myself enough time to cry, because there was no time to cry. You know, I'm writing next week, and here we are, you know, we go to the burial, we bury my dad, we come back, and I'm like, I think they'll still come back. So I continued studying, I pushed. Only my very, very last one, the last module that I had to write. While I'm studying, I just broke down and I just started crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And I'm writing tomorrow morning, I'm like, just suck it up, why are you crying? And I went to the exam hall, man. I sat and I opened the book and I'm like, okay, I studied this, I studied that. It's just not happening. I closed it and I walked out. I walked out of the exam room and I was just like, I don't know what happened, but at least I saw the paper. So, but at least I got a second opportunity to rewrite it, like after a week, and I did, and I passed. And, you know, but whatever you put your mind to at the end of the day, you will always accomplish it. Because even now, my mom is the proudest mother you will ever find. Right now, the entire world knows my mom. My mom has told everyone, and the accounting story is dead. Like, it's gone. It never existed before, you know. And my mom is also not like a public person or whatever. So even when all these things were going on, she was just like, oh, no, you should go newspaper. What must I say? And it was really just a hero of a moment. And I keep saying again, even with the outfit that I wore for graduation, it was really just to give back to my people. Because there were people that brought me. Like, I'm such a community baby. I was raised by so many people. It's not just my parents that raised me. And the same people that will call me and say, they always knew Queenie was some sort of God and some sort of savior to the Himba community. Hence why I decided that for my people, we did it and we can still do it, you know. Because there are so many of us that are still out there, not because you don't want to study. It's sometimes there are really no means to do it. But when you do get the opportunity, I've learned one thing, grab it and grab it with both hands. Thank you.
Mambo wana. Oh, aku hepa shineni. Buko na wani ba. Oh, bomba yana. Oh, bomba. Ya, oke pas ini. Mari maki itu bila nawa. Kamu mau natoa tahu kau awali mau graduate atau kau ya mau genda mau dari mau bagi kau jangan kakak kotor. Mau apa itu soalnya mau apa? Iya. Oke, pengenaliannya